Good afternoon and welcome to today's Super Metroid Zelda 3 Combo Randomizer Race. I am Big Bot coming at you for the first time in a long time with accompanied by Diametheus on tracking. Today for you, we've got Ike here and Coconut ADD on the restream. Then we've got Vinter, Ramond, and Houston Baba off stream. Just waiting for one more ready up. All right, we've got the sign. We will be underway in about 30 seconds. Accounting for stream delay, of course. Diametheus in chat. I will also be keeping an eye on the restream just in case I miss anything on the commentary stream. Right, so yes, this is a normal Super Metroid logic 774 boot start fast Ganon. So we're not going to have to do Ganon's tower unless there happens to be progression in there, which I don't think it's possible with this set of required item. I don't think it's possible with this set of required boss tokens, but I may be wrong. Like you're doing the arm pump, you shift forward a pixel whenever you tap L or R while you're moving. You're not really moving faster, you're changing temperature position repeatedly, but it comes to the same thing. Ooh, like you're making the morph pedestal play. Like to see that. Got the moonfall by moonwalking backward off a ledge. You can fall with uncapped vertical speed. There are some real cool task skips you can do with that, but that's not in the scope of what we're talking about today. Coconut a little indecisive, but we've got our first big route divergence. Let's see what's on Lake Hylia Island. Ooh, Samaria. That might be mandatory. I believe there are very few options for boss and token distribution that makes Samaria optional. Unfortunately, we seem to have lost Ike's stream. There it goes. More pedestal one. Oh, we were aligning. Duh. More pedestal is just missiles. So Retro Brain E-Tank is the only other possible. Got a red rupees off one of the tree poles. That plus the bush crab, tell you what that is. Ooh, bombs. Oh, he dropped under the lumberjack and he can't get it. That's unfortunate. All right, so are we going to go for the bush crab again? Yes, we are. Yeah, do that. So is it always... Okay, how many bombs can the crab drop? Let's see, lumberjack ledge is blueberries, so not going to need Aga 1 for that. Yeah, those 6 bombs the coconut got from the bush crab will definitely get him to the spear. I can head right for Sahatra's Closet and possibly Easter. Okay, so we know Desert is the green pendant. Sahatra's Closet gives us our bow. That's a good bow and power bombs. Good start. Second pack of power bombs. That was fast. As I like to say, the magic number for power bomb packs is 3. Once you've got 3 packs, that means you can kill all the Metroids without the Ice Beam, without needing to rely on drop luck or backtracking to refill. Okay, I saw on the map check there, I saw Dragon token at Eastern Palace. I didn't see. Oh, so Hera is an SM token too then. Oh, all right, let's see what we got at Blind's Basement. As Akira is indeed pushing Eastern. Well, with that bow, I mean, that's exactly what you need to clear it. So, first sword in Blind's Basement. Some super missiles. Red rupee. More super missiles. And our first heart container. Is there any distinction between, you see, I was going to ask if there was any distinction between the SM boss tokens other than which one pops which statue? I haven't seen anything in Eastern yet. Hardened bomb capacity in the well. Upgrades are always, parts are always welcome. I don't know. Don't know if bomb capacity is ever relevant. More super missiles from the bottle vendor. You're taking full advantage to get arrows. Right, so Ikir is going to push the dark rooms. Unfortunately, Ikir doesn't have that sword yet, so he's got to navigate completely blind as opposed to being able to hold a sword charge to navigate for the sparkles. But yeah, Ikir's been doing this for a long time. He knows he can do this. So we got missiles at the library. Kirby Fan 9000. Killing Hamasaur King would just give you the Fantoon token. Fantoon is still the one who has to die to turn the right ship on. All right, going for the race game, sight unseen. Missiles. Pardon me. Good play on taking them because there are a lot of places the charge beam can be, and there's no guarantee they will fight. You do most often, I've noticed, but again, not a guarantee. So the magic number for missiles is 60 super, 180 regular, or a mix and match at a 3-to-1 ratio. That's enough to kill Mother Brain Phase 2 without. Yeah, Mother Brain Phase 2 has no ammo refill, so we need a little more to do Mother Brain 1 before that. Yeah, she has 18,000 health. Missiles do 100. Super missiles do 300. Dimitri is saying 210 missile equivalent. I'm guessing that accounts for Mother Brain Phase 1 as well. Coconut ED setting up the hula ham room glitch, which is what happens when you desync yourself from the screen and then go through a transition. And that drops you here for a free 225 rupees once per game. Once per save file, I should say. Ikira is continuing to push Eastern. I haven't noticed any prizes. Yeah, I don't know. Each Armos Knight takes 3 arrows. I know there's a bunch in here. So we'll see how much of a buffer Ikir's going to give himself. Okay, he's max, so he's got 12 arrows worth of buffer. He should be fine. I mean, he's saying we found the power glove in Link's house. Didn't see what we got. Didn't see what we got from the chest. Money item is more super missiles. Coconut off to the east side of the map. Mini Moldorm room here. Won't be a problem since Coconut's got that sword. Okay, so Burna and the Dam, you said Dametheus? Proud JV. There were four transition points between the two games. The goal set today is 774 Fast Ganon boot start. So Fast Ganon means you don't have to do Ganon's Tower, but you do still need to you need to kill 7 Zelda 3 bosses. You need to collect 7 crystals, and you need to collect 4 Super Metroid boss tokens. There are 2 Super Metroid boss tokens in the light world, plus the green pendant that we that's a hospital told us is a desert. So that means there are still 2 pendants and 2 Super Metroid boss tokens on account. So, like, for example, killing Kraid might give you Crystal 5. But that also is a recent is one of the more the randomizer hasn't been updated in a while, but that's one of the more recent changes that was made, major changes that was made. Red Rupee at Ice Rod Cave. Yeah, if you're familiar, it's been quite a while since there was any major updates made to the randomizer. All right, so Ikir's at Agina's Cave. What do we have here? Missiles. So Proud, if you have Super Metroid knowledge and Link to the Past knowledge, okay. Oh, that's what Coconut's doing. Yeah, so okay, here the four cross game transitions are Super Metroid Criteria map station leads to Lake Hylia. Oh yeah, Zora's in logic with that money. So yeah, so Super Metroid map station leads to Lake Hylia. A cave in Death Mountain leads to the Upper Norfair Business Center. The Meridian missile refill hidden behind the elms near Dragon leads to Dark Ice Rod. And the right side shed in Misery Mire leads to the energy refill behind Gold Teresa. And yes, Samus.Link is absolutely intentional, because I'm sure you're going to ask. We don't have a whole bunch of progress just yet. I think so Zora's in logic. Right, because Power Glove is the intended access to Zora. Right. All right, so Ikir is over to Zora's domain. See what we X-ray scope and the mushroom at the waterfall of wishing. Those are not in logic without the boots, but we'll see where those lead us. But Zora up here will be in logic. What's on Zora ledge? Just a red rupee, not going to need that. Oh, Ikir doesn't have the money for Zora. Yeah, microwave beam is so fun. All right, so we're in the back section of the escape. And we got Bupkis out of that. Speaking for myself and what I like to see in the scene, I hope we get Screw Attack sometime soon, because that gives you a lot of Super Metroid access without the move. And that's one of my favorite things to see in the randomizer. Speaking for myself, I mostly play the vanilla games. I'm not too big into actually playing the randomizers. So you don't think about Morph Ball until you don't have it. Same thing with speak of the devil. And welcome to the party of 98 rating from Speed Gaming Prime. I am Big Buck, talking over this Super Metroid Zelda 3 randomizer race. We have just found the Morph Ball in the castle moat, and meantime, looks like Ikir and Coconut are looks like their paths are meeting back up. The major divergence was that Ikir checked Super Metroid. Alphamis, Morph Pedestal, and Retro Brain E-Tank early. Those were nothing. Yes, I need to point it out. First Sword was in Blind's basement in Kakariko, and Ikir has not done that yet either. Honestly, if I'm Ikir, once I'm done with this, I start pushing Morph Ball. Swords are progressive, armor is progressive, bow is not. The render developer total does not like progressive bow and intentionally forked an earlier version of the logic where that was not the case. All right. I hear Sprite. I think that's Sailor Mercury. Oh, gotta kill the mace guard with the pot. All right, what's in the cell? Burrito. All right, so Coconut hasn't. Yeah, Ikir hasn't been to CAC. Coconut hasn't been to East. So that's our major difference right now. And Kirby Fan pointed out we do have an item in Dark Cross. Thank you. Coconut doing the Death Warp. And it looks like Coconut is going to push into Dark Cross to get that item. Yeah, as you Coconut's got an advantage with that sword. As noted, you can hold the sword charge to navigate for the sparkles of the dark rooms. I assume we've seen mushroom spawn and I just missed it earlier, or is that what Ike's doing now? No, I think Ike did. Oh, nope, tank. And for you, Proud JV, this is the other way to swap games. If you save and quit in Zelda and then reset your console or your emulator, you always spawn back at the ship in Super Metroid. All right, looks like Coconut could go to wreck ship right now, but don't know how it's not. Wreck ship is not in logic because we don't have a way across the moat. Oh no, 30 supers already. No, wow. Yeah, that's enough for Ridley on its own because Ridley takes double damage from super missiles. Yeah, Dionysius also pointed out the game always saves when you transition from one to the other. And yes, Prout again. There are two separate sets of Super Metroid logic, normal and hard. CWJ is in logic on the hard difficulty, but this is normal, so it's not. Not today. All right, Ikir has made it to Death Mountain. Gets a heart piece for his trouble. Yeah, Proud again. That cave that Ikir just passed takes you to the Norfair Business Center. Spectacle Rock is missiles. Inside Spectacle Rock is super missiles. Right, Death Mountain is in logic going the standard route through Super Metroid. All right, so we've got 2 items in this room for alpha power bombs. Ooh, yeah, Ike, got to be careful. No suit here. Another nope tank and missiles. And Ike now has made the transition to Super Metroid. We are getting wild route divergence here, and I love that. But I love it when there's more than one way to get through a seed as opposed to here's the route, who can do it fastest. There's room for those seeds too, but it's not what I find most interesting. Kirby fan pointing out we got a crystal on Ridley. Thank you, Kirby. Could you see if it was a 5/6? Coconut doing some farming. Coconut transition 2, doing some farming in the Hellway. Ike, you're opening the door for later purposes. All right, looks like looks like we might have our runner's high five unless Coconut goes down at the elevator. I'll see if I'm Coconut, I do Ridley. Get it out of the way. Gotta wait for that troll block to respawn. Alright, so what is that space? Various suit! Ooh! That is most of Upper Warfare in logic. The live chat reaction to the various suit is amazing. Chat's blessing, I would say. Alright, so Kraid takes 3 supers and a regular missile. Let's see if Icare can get the quick kill. Well done. And just a heart piece behind Kraid himself. Yeah, nothing doing at the Kraid missiles. Ike on his way out, got this one last item to check, see what we got. Just missiles again. Ike here is not going to push Business Center, which is honestly surprising. Or did Ike here not stop for the various suit? Oh, he didn't. And Coconut takes Kraid to the prom. All right, Ike here will be getting his various suit. And manages the wall jump back up. So that was Crystal 2 from Dragon. I didn't catch that earlier. From Kraid, yes. Thank you, Diometheus. All right, so Icure is now definitely going for Norfair. Almost nothing we can't do. Like I think we can clear the entirety of Upper Norfair with what we have now. Ammo is an issue since power that you can soft lock with if you run out of power bombs. But other than that. All right, let's see what we got at Crocomire Escape. $20. Like you're making a save, probably going to reset back. I don't think he's in too much trouble of dying, but you never know. Is Coconut going to save too? Oh, Coconut hasn't checked here yet. All right, Ike's just got the ice beam item here. Just blueberries, not gonna bother. Yeah, Ike's got Crumble Tower he can check, but I don't think you can make it to Crocomire this way without Speed Booster. Just $20 there again. Oh yeah, now he's gonna reset and save the backtrack to the save point. Coconut gets the Mach Ball to keep running speed in Morph Ball form to get under those gates. Normally you would need Speed Booster for that. Yeah, Zelda Link to the Past has 216 checks. Because between both games there are a total of 316. Also, we're noting though that items like maps, compasses, keys, those do not leave the dungeon they're in unless you're playing Key Sanity mode, which we are not. We do community races do run Key Sanity, but we're not today. Ike here uses the transition to save and then spawn back at the ship. These wall jumps up to Gauntlet, these are in logic on hard, but not on normal. So this is out. Ike here will be out of sequence for this next bit. And I do believe 10 power bombs is enough to navigate all the way to back of Gauntlet without needing to refill it. Yes, it's called Key Sanity because crazy keys do it. Right, there's our first Super Metroid energy tank. Right, so Tower of Hera is Phantoon token. All right, let's see what's at the back of Gauntlet. Gets the double fall. Ooh, mirrored a tunic. Stacked. Okay, Terminator room is just missiles again. Ike here gonna head down to Brinstar, and Brinstar is fully clearable. Opens the door to the Golden Four early. Coconut doing his thing. Right, so we are now looking for a can fly to put Ike here back in logic. So speed booster for Shine Spark, space jump, morph bombs for infinite bomb jump. All right, Crystal Swamp, Crystal Thieves, Ridley Meyer, 5 and 6 crystals, Swamp and Ice. Crystal 1, Dark Palace. I think, okay, yeah, B-Tom's here. Ike here can farm up some power bombs from these guys if he wants. I definitely would if I was in his. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Oh, right, the pink Brinstar. Yeah, I remember. Right, the room off Big Pink. Yeah, that's the only check that's out of logic, I think. Yeah, I'm rusty as all heck on this, man. Still feels good to be doing it again. I wish I hadn't let myself lapse on this for so long. Gets the mock ball to, oh, high jump boots. And that is another recent change. If you take the Torizo item, you have to fight it instead of, if you have morph bombs, you have to fight Torizo. But yeah, he's gonna die. Yeah, 2 supers and splat. $50 outside the Etikun, another $50. I know we still haven't seen King Zora because only Ikir's been that way, and he abandoned that line of inquiry because insufficient rupees. Yeah, Retro Brain is full clearable too, but Coconut's not going to pursue them. If Coconut did do Zora Diometheus, then I completely missed it. All right, Coconut in the Cathedral. What's the item here? $50 again. Not going to take it. Mission Impossible is blueberries. Ooh, that is hook shot. He's got a heart piece of charge beam. Yeah, no speed booster, so we cannot check waterway. Bubble Mountain is that's a heart piece. Meanwhile, Ikir gets the Sports One Skip Super Missile. Just have to position yourself correctly, and the Super Missile will break the block off screen before it can despawn. Then Ikir's farming up some supers here. Don't blame him on that. And in the meantime, my cat is being very affectionate right now. All right, Ikir is going to go for that. Let's see what's in here. Blueberries. All right, if I'm Ikir at this point, I go to Retro Brain and then take the elevator up to check the old Torian escape shaft. Now check Old Mother Brain Room. Old Torian escape shaft is done and let's get because no speed. Obviously doing Green Hill Zone first. Pupkis. All right, Ikir agrees with me and is going to go Retro Brain. Nice wall jump sequence. Meantime, Coconut has been through Middle Norfair, I call it, and ooh, gravity suit at the wave beam item. So that's what I love about the randomizer Diametheus. Like, you see how fluid it is. They make it look so easy, but it's really not. Ice Rod. And I'm pretty sure Trinax was a crystal, so yeah, my kitty cat's getting clingy right now. There's our first bottle. Thank you, Diametheus. Trinax is red pendant. My mistake. All the more reason for there to be progression there. Yes, Trinax is the Turtle Rock boss. Ooh, silver arrows. And capacity. Alright, so as long as we find at least one more sword, Ganon's going to be a complete joke. And I mean, where was Screw Attack? Oh, we didn't actually find it. Okay. Coconut backtracking through the first 3 of Upper Norfair because we have not found that speed booster, so Frog Speedway is off limits. I remember back when there was the PLM glitch or something similarly named was first discovered, and you could use it to disable collision and go down Frog Speedway without speed booster. I remember commentating the race with Kachiria co-comps with me, and both of our minds were blown by that. Lava Dive is another trick that's in logic on hard, but not normal. Canfly here being defined as some way to gain infinite height. That is speed booster or more bombs for infinite bomb jump, or space jump, obviously. I think Shine Spark qualifies as a Canfly, but I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, there's our Bombos medallion at Meridian Main Street. So if we have Misery Mire locked by Bombos, then our speed booster is hard required. All right, Coconut, what have you got in mind? If memory serves, the short charge for Isn't the surcharge for Lava Dive Shine Bark, isn't that TAS only? Because I know it's like a starter. Isn't it like a starter 3-tap through a door? Well, Mother Brain Room gets us some more super missiles. And Icure is going to wall jump up to Shaft Supers and at least see what it is. I don't remember what those guys are called in there with Icure, but they are so annoying. Ooh, it's Cape. Cape blocks Bumper Ledge, and I don't remember if there's anything else. Yeah, I can name most of the rooms in Super Metroid, but not many of the enemies. Oh, there's our wave beam. All right, Coconut's in direct ship. Icure's heading back to Link to the Past. Flippers are still MIA, I notice. Spooky Missiles is just an energy tank. All right, this is Paradox Cave Icure's coming to, if I recall correctly. Block deletion. There's the Ether Medallion. Block deletion, I believe, is using the mirror while the block is moving. Ooh, nothing doing for Paradox Cave. Meantime, Coconut is fighting Phantoon. Phantoon can move for a long. Phantoon can go fast, medium, or slow before opening his eye, and then he can close it fast, medium, or slow. So yeah, he is very RNG. Yep, there was a slow move, fast eye close. Worst RNG you can get at any given cycle. Looks like he's not trying. Looks like Coconut's not trying for Doppler strats. You can get more hits in by moving toward Phantoon as you fire your missiles. So basically by stun locking his eye open, doing that. But yeah, it's one of the more advanced Super Metroid tricks because of the way the inputs have to be done. On his own, he just has 2,500 health. And he does take double damage from supers, but if a super hits him and doesn't kill him, he will enrage and waste about 20 seconds doing an attack. Okay, so looking at the map again, we've got one. There's one crystal, one pendant somewhere in Super Metroid. And we know Ridley's a crystal. We know Kraid was a crystal. So it's either going to be on... So, yeah, watch it be Phantoon right here. And no, it's gonna be Dragon. So the only way we need to actually fight Dragon is if there's something in the space jump item room. Meantime, Ike's up into Tower Hera. Does the Hera pod glitch to avoid going downstairs? Yet more super missiles for Coconut. All right, so I don't think we've seen the big key yet. Oh, Ike did already get the big chest, so yes, we have. Okay, so he has a small key. So what? So if we haven't seen both, have we seen both prizes? All right, so no way to avoid Enraging Phantoon. Oh! With only Fire Sword. So we will Phantoon take two. Not Phantoon. More. Finally gets it. Compass. So I think that means, so if Iker goes back in, he's not. So must be something, must be like the map or something in the basement. Firelocked? I don't remember. How is that firelocked? I don't remember. Oh, torch puzzle. Okay. Like I said, it's been a long time. I kind of, you know, would have been nice to have a co-commentator, but I feel like things are going pretty well. So it's always more fun when somebody always more fun with someone to talk to. Or like your checks to coconuts. Not sure if you're not sure what you mean about. You're asking why he, or is it most likely because we haven't found Charge Beam yet? All right, Coconut is going to check the wreck ship reserve item if he can manage the. Yeah, those are some tricky jumps. Very tied. $20. Yeah, not coming back for that. Bubble Mountain wall jump for Ike here. Well done. Right, and now we've got missiles in the sky, morph maze, destructible Chozo, and gravity suit. Yeah, Shindig Pig is right. Proud. You save and quit, reset to the ship, reload ammo. Yeah. In addition, Proud, you can, once we have the flute and the duck and the goose is loose, you can save and save the game, reset to Super Metroid, reload at the ship, take the cross game portal in Criteria to Link to the Past, fly to Misery Mire, and then, like I said, the right side shed in Misery Mire takes you right to Lower Norfair. Red coconuts going. Alright, what's at the destructible Chozo? French Vanilla Reserve Tank. Love it. Yeah, at the risk of TMIing to me, Amethyst, my cat is in heat and is wriggling all over the place into my cables. All right, Ike here is heading for Lower Norfair. Are we going to? We don't have the Pearl yet, so there's nothing in. So we technically could access the cross game portal to the Misery Mire area, but there's nothing we can do there. And yeah, Ike here's not going to do anything. And the room that speedrunners call the worst room in the game. Literally, that's its name if you look it up on the Super Metroid speedrunning wiki. Okay, Akir, why are you leaving that one alive? Did you find Ice Beam somewhere and we missed it? not. Almost. And again, they make it look so easy, but it's really not. Oh yeah, Kirbyham points out if we go to the mirror area, we can check checkerboard because we do have the mirror. All right, Mickey Mouse item. It's the hammer. Now Iker's got to be real careful. Oh, he made it. And there is Sword 3. Ganon is officially going to be a joke. Oh, right. Iker did this earlier and I missed it because I was focused on Coconut earlier. It looks like Iker's going to check a few more things. Ooh, if I'm Iker here, if I'm Iker here, I'm going to farm the Fire Fleece for those supers to fight Ridley with. Okay, I guess that's not what he has in mind. Meantime, Coconut's doing the Etikun area. Unfortunately, our follow the runners command is not working right now, but follow the commentary team is. So I would be flattered if you'd give me a follow. I don't stream often, but I do. It's usually stuff like FTL, Faster Than Light, making dance game files in Stepmania, that kind of stuff. Firebombs in Jail is a energy tank. Honestly, at this point, if I'm Ike here, I go get that for the health refill. Looks like that's exactly what he's doing. Thanks, Proud. We appreciate it. All right, is Iker going to go back down now? He's not. Does he have in mind? Does he just want to find somewhere to farm supers, or is he just not going for Ridley? Now, Iker's been doing this for at least a couple years. Yeah, I went ahead, put my money where my mouth is. I followed both of them. Right, super firm in front of Ridley. Was he going for power bombs? Okay, he must have been farming power bombs, which, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, Iker did find Ice Beam somewhere. I missed that. Right now, Coconut's finally getting to Retro Bread. Backdoor Desert is in logic if we go to Misery Mire, right? So if Three Musketeers was nothing, then now there's nothing stopping him from leaving by the cross game portal. Right, so Coconut's got there for his first bottle. Power Bonds of Shame are $100. Coconut slowly heading through Old Mother Brain. All right, so Ike's one room away. Right, this is where you farm for Ridley, since we can get a rhythm with the bugs. Just like that. Old Mother Brain was checked at some point, and I don't think the map tile coloring is consistent. But it might have been fixed. I'm not sure. But Old Mother Brain was nothing. Ike did it earlier. All right, Coconut, what you got in mind? Yeah, Coconut's heading for East Death Mountain. I don't think Coconut got his mirror out of Gauntlet. Ike has Ice Beam. I think with Ice Beam on, it would be enough of a buff to freeze them in one hit. All right, Ike is tip top. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, Ridley takes double damage from super missiles. So if Ike can land all 30 of those, that'll be enough. Whoop! Jump the gun. So each super that misses substitutes 6 regulars. And there's one thing I never understood about this battle. If Ridley is facing to the right and he pogos on the right, to the right, I should say, he can get a lot closer to you than if he's pogoing to the left, toward you on the left. I don't know why it works like that. Oh, Coconut backdoor checked it. Okay. And Ike's got Ridley down. Well done. Yeah, that is now 2 bottles. We have found out of 4. And that also puts Sick Kid in logic. Ike are getting trolled pretty bad. if I'm Ikir at this point, knowing what I know, if I was him, I would farm up to full and then backdoor and then wrong way through amphitheater to get back to worst room in the game, and then check Gold Torizo and Showcase Showdown after a gate glitch. All right, so Dimetheus, you mentioned that you didn't. You mentioned Ikir probably did check. Wait, no, Coconut, yeah. Coconut did not check Zora because he's doing it now. And Ikir reset out at that red ruby. Looks like we got water walk going on here. All right, so Zora, life lesson, love lesson, or value? That's okay. Yeah, for me, when I'm playing Super Metroid, my safety spot is 6 energy tanks. In addition, in Randomizer, 6 is enough to survive Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam if Various Suit never shows up. What was that Agina? I don't remember. Yeah, Kirby fan, I remember Ikir did go there. You're got to be super careful. Coconut got the vampire skewer out of Eastern. I didn't see that when Ikir was doing it earlier. Yeah, even with Varia and Gravity, 2 hits from those ski hunters, Ikir's a god. Got to be real careful. Ooh, I'm clenching hard for him. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, how far back is he? Did he save on his way out of Ridley, I hope? Okay, yeah, he's going back up, so he must have saved on the way out. Oh god, I was so scared there for him for a second. Okay, I have acquired laser pointer. Hopefully I can use it to keep my cat away from my cables. Oh, that was a clutch escape. All right, Coconut's finishing up Eastern as Ike here is getting to back to Bubble Mountain, which apparently he did. Oh no, he's just going up here to farm. Oh, and yeah, and Coconut's got the silver arrows. Wait, no, Coconut didn't get silvers. Coconut has not been to Retrobrin yet. And now that we've got our runners crisscrossing checks, the others already done, another good time to follow the runners, follow the commentary team, if you'd be so kind. Thank you, Diomedes. Yeah, like I said, we've got some time while the runners are crisscrossing each other's paths. What do you guys want to see for the end of the scene? You want troll locations, or do you want jet locations? We've still got most of Link to the Past left. All right, Sick Kid, Fire Rod. That's progress. I think that's progression. You let me. Fire Rod gets us to the back of Skull Woods. Gets us that one off check in Harrow if we want to go there. Harrow Basement P World would be awful. Route check for level 9. I assume that's a Zelda 1 randomizer joke. Speaking for myself, my favorite troll location is Showcase Showdown because it's blocked by what I call the Picky Chosen. You can't get to it without having Gravity Suit because the Chozo that lets you through doesn't work unless you have it. You're right, Space Jump. I brain farted there. And the reason that check is coded like that is because there's no sprite for Screw Attack without also having Space Jump. Do be aware, Proud, you can only use it in dungeons in locations where you cannot mirror back to the entry, because otherwise that's just what'll happen. Like, you cannot do block delete in an actual dungeon. Right, because if you use the mirror in a dungeon, it just warps you back to the entrance. Coconut gets the double fall. Looks like the Tunic there will be their first one, and just like it was like yours. Eichner getting his fire rod from the sick kid. Not sure why he's trading his magic with Berna. Oh, fake powder! Duh. We do have the mushroom, so... No, I don't think he got it. We haven't seen the we don't have access. I don't think we can get to the Hylia Island yet. I think, don't you need Merle to do that? Yeah, don't you need Merle for Dark Lake Hylia? Is it possible to go the long way for that through Dark Ice Rod? Or are there overworld barriers for that? Right, I'm looking now at Eicher's ammo count. He's got enough to take on Mother Brain. I think he's got enough to take on Mother Brain without charge, but not comfortably yet. Okay, look, Coconut hasn't done Hera yet, so this will also get him the Ether tablet. Or do you need the book to? You only need the book to check the tablets, right? Not to trigger them. Oh, book is mandatory for it. Okay, I don't know why, but I thought you only needed a book to read them. I'm probably thinking of pedestal. Coconut trying to get Herapot set up. Got it. If I'm doing Mother Brain on that with ammo margins that tight, I'm gonna break the glass all the way, then reload because the glass stays broken if you break it all the way. All right, Coconut DD with one tempered spin, one tempered slash. Goodbye, Moldor. No chance to troll the day. And Coconut going back in for that check. Let's see if about a minute here. We'll see if I cure me. See if I cure. Well, I cure head to leave because. Wait. Fire. There's no fire puzzle here. It's just a waiting room. Or is it in the next room? I swear. What am I thinking of that's not a fire puzzle? Oh, right. That's how the chest appears. I remember now. Right, this is the fire-locked item. Oh, thank God, it's just missiles. Looks like Coconut is headed for desert area. Don't have access without book, right? So what's the ledge here? Ledge is junk. So Coconut's checking Agina. We know Agina's nothing. Unless all of us missed something. And Proud, that was, yeah, Ikir is attempting the Doppler strat on Fantoon. That's what he's doing. Okay, we have the mushroom turn. What is hammer? Power bombs from the mushroom turn in. Coconut debating. Yeah, Coconut's gonna keep the mushroom for possible fake powder shenanigans. I agree with that call. What are we missing? We still don't have a can fly. So the answer is, so we don't have logical access to Lower Norfair, which means Meyer can't be the answer. We don't have can fly to get through the lava dive room. Oh, right, yeah, we've got all of Meridian to check. All right, so while we're waiting for one of our runners to get to Meridia, what do we think the progression's going to be? If it was me, I would want Space Jump as progression to Merle at Showcase Showdown. Right, we can't get to Bot Woon. We can't logically get to Bot Woon without the speed booster, and Shack requires grapple beam and grapple beam. Does the Harbor require Space Jump? No, wait. We would need grapple beam to put Everest. Yeah, we would need grapple beam to put Everest in logic, or a can fly. Oh, Crocomire. We've got Crocomire available too. Always bet on Croc. Remind me where we found Wave Diametheus? Oh, right, and oh yeah, all of Rex hit out of logic because no grapple to swing across, and otherwise, and CWJ is not in logic. Oh, right. Thanks for the reminder on that, Shitting Pig. Did Coconut find Speed Booster somewhere and we missed it? Because I can't think of any other reason why he'd be going down here. And the answer is because he forgot Speed Booster. You forgot. Wait. Oh, is this just farming? Oh, farming power bombs because he's still only max of 10. Those first two packs showed up real early, and then the only other one we've seen since that was on the Mushroom Turn-In. Coconut getting into position. Yeah, you just the super missile shot there just takes precise position. Using the moonwalk makes it much easier to line up. I remember back in the day when I was doing a no boss, no mini boss maximum collection run. I got Spore Spawn Supers by crystal flashing in that tunnel to force myself into a standing position to break the block. All right, both our runners are now on the bacon sword. Crispy, delicious, greasy bacon. I also tried making a grilled cheese sandwich, but put bacon grease on the bread instead of butter. It's amazing. there could be something too at Meridia, at Crateria power bombs, locked behind a can fly. A Speed Booster just does not want to show up today. And it could still be mandatory if the Meyer medallion is Bombos. It looks like Ikir is finally going back for that one item in Dark Cross. I also know we still don't have a light source other than the fire rod to light torches. Alrighty, welcome to the 57 or so rating from Speed Gaming 5 and Speed Gaming 3. We are watching Ikir and Coconut race a normal 774 fast Ganon boot start scene in the Super Metroid Zelda 3 combo randomizer. I am Big Buck, being assisted on tracking by Diometheus. We are an hour 35 or so into this race, I should say. And we... Yep, Diometheus dropping our runner link. All right, looks like Ikir's turning his mushroom in. Yeah, Diometheus with our runner links, and we'd also love it if you'd follow us on the team. Ikir is gonna keep those power bombs. That's not sure if that should surprise me or not. Cross game transition to the business center. Yeah, we've got Croc and we've got Meridia. We can get to Croc, but with Wave Beam out of logic, Croc Wave Beam and no speed, Wave Beam out of logic and no speed booster. Croc's out of logic too. But still, we'll see what happens. Ikir gets his energy tank from Big Zora, and he doesn't even bother picking it up. How about that? They're not sure what his max is right now, but like I said, my safe max when I play the game is 6. And he's got 6, so criticism rescinded. I don't remember if Coconut checked Crumble Tower, but I do know Ikir did, and it was nothing. So, all right, Coconut facing Crocomire. Ikir well on his way there. Now, every shot into Crocomire's mouth backs him up a certain distance. Your goal instead of actually killing him is to back him up into the acid. Solid fight for Coconut, not the fastest, it's the slowest. Regular missiles at that. That's normally an energy tank. After that, we have 4 more checks, I believe. Post-proc power bombs. Sine wave room. Grapple beam item. Indiana Jones. Actually, no, I don't. We can't get to Indiana Jones without grapple or a cannon fly. So Indiana Jones is not in line. Yeah, Iker made up a ton of time on that croc fight. I'm gonna try to damage boost with the Ripper. Ooh, almost had. There we go. All right, what's here? Grappling beam, that fixes our logic chain. That's Everest in logic, which is all the Meridia up to Bot Wound. Coconut making a save, 100% agree with this. This'll if there's nothing to Croc, reset to the save. It'll save a good chunk of backtracking. Agreed, Diometheus. French vanilla. Sine wave is $20. Oh, that was a. Oh, I guess just didn't want to take the. Oh, the rest of it's not in logic because no speed booster, no. We have no cannon fly, no speed booster. We can't get to the grapple item. Oh, green gate glitch is possible, but it's not in logic. So if this turns out to be value, Iker's got a big advantage. Because from back here, Iker will also get 1 attempt to grapple over to Indiana Jones. Ooh. Let's see what happens. Oh. Oh. No! Is he gonna force the issue? I doubt it, but I might make one more attempt at this if I was in Iker's shoes and I was good enough to actually do it, which I'm not. And yeah, Iker is just going to abandon this line of inquiry. It has been a long time since I saw Mount Everest scale with the grappling beam. Usually it's the gravity jump or a shine spark. Alrighty, we have got 2 items here in Mama Turtle's room. There's one of them, it's just $20. And the other one's in the wall over here. It is energy tank. Coconut gravity. A good call on Coconut's party. There was mention earlier that Coconut's better game is Zelda 3, so I don't blame them taking some extra safety. Yeah, Grapple was French vanilla behind Crocomire Power Bombs. And for those who don't know, the gravity jump is a very fun abuse of physics. You start a jump with the fast momentum of air physics, fast speed, fast momentum of air physics. Then turn off the gravity suit so you have slow momentum decay from water physics. There is our move. And see, it officially busted wide open. Oh, like you're checking the X-ray room. What do we got? A watering hole. Now, if all that gets us, there are 2 dig spots in the game, if I recall correctly. Not going to bother with that 3rd bottle. Yeah, looks like Coconut's got to finish up what he can in Meridia. I mean, you're right here. You might as well. Oh yeah, yeah. Glove. Yeah, still need mitts, possibly flute. Coconut getting ready for the snail clip. This takes him first try for a fire source. And Coconut's 3rd pack of power bombs. But we do know where Ice Beam is, so the power bombs are not as relevant. Correct, Proud. Wake is the little, looks like a tilde. Would Fire Rod put Eastern in logic or no? Or are there not torches to light? Well, there's our 2nd lift upgrade. All right, so Coconut going to check the other sand pit now. More checks than this sand pit. Hopefully we don't have value in both, because that's a lot of time getting circling back around. I saw an orange flash. I couldn't tell what it was. Might have been a power bomb tank. Right. Are you going to try the Shack Tool check, Coconut? Is that what's going on here? You have, oh, you do have grapple, so this is in logic now. All right, and check to coming up is check tool, the most out of the way check in this entire damn game. Because you have to drop a power bomb here, and then this is Shack Tool. You have to let him dig through there for like a minute. Although on the plus side, as I mentioned with the bowling chozo and wreck ship, Coconut's gonna have a little bit of a break. Catch his breath, take a drink, wipe his palms off. All right, which sandpit does I care check first? And check tool was nothing. Honestly, I agree with Coconut's call to check it. Yeah, I have seen Moon Pearl at Jack Tool before, and that whole seed was a nightmare. Okay, so I guess Coconut went to the wrong sandpit. I was about to say they decided that they wanted what that far left item was, but oh, it is just a power bomb tank. Okay. I thought that was what it was, but I didn't see it for long enough that I was confident calling it that. Okay, Mitts and Moon Pearl gets us to most of Dark World, I think. Still needs Speed Booster to put a lot of this stuff in logic, but I mean, we still need flippers for Crystal Swamp. Yeah, Coconut hasn't done Lower Norfair yet. And we also don't know what the Misery Mire medallion is. If Misery Mire is Bombos, that's another dungeon hardlock behind Speed Booster. Oh, yeah, Speed for Lamp for Dark Rooms. Okay. And then Proud, the medallions to enter Misery Mire and Turtle Rock are randomized too. The Turtle Rock is not automatically Quake in the randomizer. I will say though, we definitively have enough ammo for both runners to fight Mother Brain without the charge beam. Yeah, and perhaps there was mention of hook shotting through moving blocks earlier. You just saw an example of that. Okay, what's here? Ammo. Creamy, delicious gold butter. Oh, Turtle Rock is ether, so we are not going to... We'll not be seeing that anytime soon. Oh no, we have ether. Where was that? All right, 4 checks here in Hookshot. Ooh, Platinum Beam. But no charge, and we don't need to fight Dragon. So, rip Microwave Beam. Fisher Price Shield! Ooh, King's Tomb check. There's a bunch of one-offs, overworld one-offs we can do now. Ike here checking Spike Cave and Coconut eat. Pushing back to Skull Woods, it looks like. Spike Cave does not pay out. Yeah, when I see Maltula, when I see the Maltula boss fight, I just wanna hug to death and ask, who hurt you? That fight is just awful. All right, got Ike here in Hype Cave. Nope. 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 Definitely a nope cave today. I think. Okay, Ike here just got something from Stumpy. Didn't see what he got from Stumpy. Oh, red tunic. And was that a heart from the dig spot? Yeah. All right, let's see what we got in K45. 20 bucks. Oh wow, Coconut's almost all the way to Mothula already. All right, dig game. Ew, 20 digs for missiles. Meantime, Coconut is a damn fine boss fight. For the big key. All right. Swordsmiths, and then possibly so we've got Swordsmiths, Hammer Pegs, Lunchbox. iCure did not keep the mushrooms, so no fake power. Hammer Pegs is nothing. The number of digs for the minigame is consistent. Like if Coconut went for it, it would also take him 20 digs to get that missile back. Loot! And we're in the perfect spot to loose the goose. Right, yeah, iCure got it on dig number 20 just now. Swordsmiths. B-booster from the lunchbox. How about that? That is our logic chain repaired. All right, iCure's up into Thieves Town now. And there's our Quake Medallion. Have we seen Bumper Ledge yet? I think Coconut's in the right area to check that too. And I don't remember exactly where. I don't remember exactly where Cape is, but I know it was an out of the way check. Not going to see that now, though, because we're over to the Village of Outcasts. No, Pro, we have not seen the Mire area yet. That fluid is our first logical access to it. The Warmer first sequence breaking could have gotten us there through the cross-game portal, but that's not in logic. Not without the rest of Lore Warfare. Another mention for you, Proud. The chest game is also fixed. One minor item, it's always 2 checks. One random, one value. All right, Coconut is going to. Coconut doesn't have the mushroom, so he can fake powder. Wait, no, don't you need some Mario for? Oh, he found the powder. Where was the powder? Or a heart. Or the Sank heart. How about that? And Ikir is fighting blind, trying to stay on script, and manages it pretty well. Still hunting for those flippers for Red Crystal Swamp. Right. The blind fight only becomes RNG if you die and continue, correct? Ah, brewery was where the powder was. Okay, what are we missing for Go mode? Now, we know where Samaria is. We know we need it because Meyer is a crystal. Meyer is another crystal or a... Meyer's a crystal, but yeah, but... Right, yeah, we... Right, and we all... Right, and we have... And we got the speed boost right out of the lunchbox, so... I see all the beams have now showed up except for. Did Ikir find Charge Beam somewhere? I think I see it lit up on his tracker. Oh, Thieves Town, gotcha. Yeah, so we still need ice. Still need flippers for. Well. Is that all we're missing? possibly book if we get super trolled and God, now all I can think about is flippers at Showcase Showdown. And again, we've got some downtime while our runners are crisscrossing checks the others have done. So it, as is my custom, follow the runners, follow the commentary team if you'd be so kind. Dimethius, if you would post our runner links since the runner screen is not working. Thank you. And now that we've had a little more time, I'm going to pay attention to Ikir fighting Mothula. This fight is just... Oh my gosh, he made it look like nothing. And that's the reason I've been coming back to this randomizer for as long as I have, or at least watching it. Seeing bosses like that just obliterated like Ikir did, I love it. All right, Ikir, what have you got in mind? All right, gotta set up the bomb jump to avoid a long trek around. And it was the... Yeah, we saw Coconut do that earlier. All right, that's both prizes. That was fast. Yeah, I've only played Link to the Past once, Proud, and it was long enough ago that I don't really remember what I did in that run. But yeah, all of my experience, almost all of my experience with Link to the Past, aside from that one playthrough, has been through commentary on the combo randomizer. Flying Salt Chest, thank you, Dimethius. All right, looks like Ike here is gonna go in for Water Walk so he can get the Samaria off Lake Hylia Island. Still need those flippers though. All right, here's our first look at the mire area. Mire is Quake. Two chests in here. Missiles. Missile. Vanilla Key, how about that? Big chest. Small key. Looks like coconuts in the swamp area. Oh, hype cave. There's one prize. Right, this is... Desert is green pendant. Well, there are both desert prizes, so I'm curious going to abandon that line of inquiry. All right, we are into Lower Norfair. Power bombs. Power bombs on the gold to screw attack Chozo. What's a showcase showdown? It's just missiles. Oh man. Like I mentioned earlier, Showcase Showdown is my favorite troll location because of the picky Chozo the guards in. But yeah, and proud, as I was mentioning earlier, with now that we have the flute, the game saved on the transition to Super Metroid. Now we can just go to the criteria, like Iker can go to the criteria train. Yeah. Ooh. Bunch of more one-off checks to check. That one didn't pay off. Yeah, like I was saying, reset to the ship. Take the cross game transition here, and just fly to desert, and hit the transition. Oh, he's doing. What is he doing? Oh, pod. Quake was a mirror ledge, if I recall correctly. Yeah, graveyard ledge. So Coconut could do. Coconut wants. He can do Myra right now. But okay, yeah, checkerboard cable check. Iker didn't do this one, so. Fire is quick. All right, we need, all right, 2 prizes in here. Let's see what we find. There's our space jump. Good frickety god, this logic chain. So for the benefit of you folks watching on YouTube later, as Dimethius said in the Twitch chat earlier while we were live, this scene wants you to backdoor wreck ship with just Variant to get wave, backdoor Crocomire for grapple, climb Mount Everest for Merle and Mets, then do side quests for the Swordsmiths for Flute, Lunchbox for speed to get Lamp out of Aqueduct and Meridia. Yuck. All right. I think we may be in Goma. I think you're right, Diametheus. Okay, so we must have found the flippers flippers must have been found in Pod while I was reading off that screed from Diametheus. Falling bridge chest. Thank you, Diametheus. Alrighty, Helmasaur King. What is it, 18 wax with the hammer? Or 4 well-placed bombs? Oh, we do have Butter Sword, so 2 slashes with that. Good night. If memory serves, Proud, item dashing is a JP exclusive glitch, so you have to use up the J. Is it? Am I wrong? Is it not JP exclusive? Because I know the randomizer specifically requires the JP ROM. Okay, I just looked at it on Google. Yeah, item dashing is specific to the 1.0 Japan ROM. Legend of Zelda, God of the Triforce. No, it would be Triforce of the Gods. Thank you. Thank you, Diometheus. All right, into Ice Palace. Hookshot the Penguin. So that's what the Gami bit means. Thank you. And Vitreous is a chump when you have silver arrows. Fun fact, the big Vitreous Eye is one of only 2 enemies in the game that can take more than 1 silver arrow. The other one is Ganon, who can take 4. All right, what does Coconut have in mind now? Okay, so got Ikea progressing through ice as Coconut is going through dark. Desert, not dark. Did Coconut never get to the hammer? I think it's not marked on his tracker, but I don't remember where it was. Right. Oh, right, it was Mickey Mouse. Right, I hear Bloody Cold Stare. 8 shots. Here, looks like, I guess there's some kind of a glitch where you can do fire rod damage with a sword beam. I think that's what I just did. I did not know that was the thing. And speaking of Lord Warfare, Coconut's going for that. Launching plasma shots through Gold Torizo. Huh, I didn't realize I thought the only safe, I didn't realize you were safe in that position when you were standing. I thought you had to be kneeling to be safe in that position. Oh, thanks for pointing that out, Shindig Pig. Yeah, fair point, bro. We got both runners will be able to comfortably finish both games. All right, Ike's moving on into Swamp. Well, Coconut's heading through Fast Pillars. Didn't get the Fast Pillars, but that's just the room. And as we mentioned earlier, Coconut has now reached the worst room in the game. I love that. I love so much that is what the community actually calls it. I've actually done that wall jump before. I think it's TAS only if you don't have high jump, but I've done it with high jump. Yep, there's the hammer. Well, the hypo jump. Yeah, it's been a long time since some years back I stayed with a friend for a weekend to do do some temp work in the city he lives in. I had no way to access Twitch, just YouTube at the time. And I just completely fell away from watching Twitch after that. You're doing diver down, which functions by jumping down into water from a spot that does not cause a splash, because the game transitions you to swimming when the splash plays. So if you jump down without a splash, you don't transition to swimming. All right, Coconut doing a damn good job at Ridley. Ike here setting up another diver down. Where was Quake? I don't remember. What was that graveyard ledge? Oh, that's why. That's why you said Ikir will be in good mode once he gets there. Yeah, Prout, we are very much not infallible. So we do thank you in chat for the backup. Okay, so Coconut just got his hammer. So Coconut needs flippers from Pod for go mode. And Ikir needs Quake from Graveyard Ledge. Who gets it? Who gets their go mode first? If Coconut pushes that hammer, he'll get it first. Depends on if Ikir continues, cleans up overworld checks now, or starts going for pendant dungeons. All he's got left is Meyer. All he's got left for this is for the 774 is Meyer. He does have both 5/6 crystals, so right, Swamp and Ice were the 5/6 crystals. Interesting way to trigger bomb dashing. I didn't know that worked. Complete irrelevant at the pyramid ledge. Well, there's our morph bombs. Anti-soft lock, I suppose. Is that this? Did he do Meyer and we missed it? Oh! Oh, right, it's... Oh my gosh! I never even thought about that. I'm just... Like I said, Diabetes, creamy, delicious golden butter. Oh no! Found the red shield somewhere. I don't think we care though. Well, I guess we are going to get to see what was that Indiana Jones. Oh, talking like getting trolled. It was missiles. Yuck. Iker gets a double fighting Ganon, almost falls again. 2 doubles and get your single in chat because we got bacon. All right, so where does Iker go from here? He cleans up overworld checks, then he starts cleaning up overworld checks. He'll get to his... Where is he right now in comparison to where Kakariko is in vanilla? Like, I don't remember the map layout. He's... Hang on, no, that's where he's... I think that's where he's heading. Because... Right. Graveyard Ledge. Yeah, this is the graveyard. We're glad to have you along for the ride, Proud. Like I said, all of my Z3 knowledge comes from doing this commentary, and I've had some great co-commentators over the years. Oh gosh, I literally started doing this in 2018. Good God. All right, and at 2 hours, 40 minutes, 45 seconds, here is our first restream runner in Go mode. All he's got left is Meyer and the Super Metroid endgame. And Dimetheus, you said the collapsing bridge chest had flippers, right? Like, you're very carefully considering his options. Probably reviewing his own tracker, make sure he knows what he needs to do. Oh, it's the big chest. All right, yeah. Another phrase I like to turn. This is definitely Iker's race to lose at this point. Because all he's got is Misery, Meyer, and the Super Metroid endgame. Coconut has to finish Pod. Coconut has to finish doing Pod, and then he also has Swamp and Ice left to go. Yeah, Iker would have to have a catastrophic failure to lose this one, I think. I agree. Both of them have done great. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, we were talking earlier about the lack of speed booster and the PLM overload glitch in Frog Speedway. I just remembered we clipped that way back in the day, so I'm going to post that in the chat. Clip. I think Super Metroid has the highest skill ceiling of any game on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, watching a seasoned Super Metroid speedrunner tear through a seed is just... There's nothing like it. Let's see, is Coconut gonna bomb jump to the big chest? He is. Try to, at least. Got it. And that is his go mode at 2 minutes, 46 seconds, 2 hours, 46 minutes, 3 seconds. Yeah, my thing with randomizers is I don't have a good mindset for racing them. So for me, randomizers are spectators. Thank you, moment. Come on. All right, I cure swap, swaps games, or reset to spawn at the ship, and now he can his name count is fine, but he can refill in the ship if you really need it to. Right. Yeah, iCure's lead is definitely again, barring a catastrophic failure, iCure's lead is insurmountable at this point. Now, iCure's got all 5 beams, so the Metroids are just going to be chumps. Plasma beam pierces enemies. Ice beam freezes them. So just freeze them with a pot. Plus, you have a very wide beam hitbox because of weight beam. Yeah, I've seen some notifications about that tournament, Dimetheus. I should take a look at watching some of it because it's been a long time. All right, Coconut going for the icebreaker, aka door state extension. Ooh, gotta hit the button again. You need to drop the block. You need to drop the block at just the right time. You pop yourself into the door just a little bit so that you end up flag just being able to move through the wall, which is how doors work. But then you exit into the block, and you're still so the game forgets to unflag that you're in a door. You keep moving through the wall Yeah, so 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 the glitch is called door state extension. So you use the Samaria block to extend how long you're in the door state. Ikir does not even bother trying for the baby Metroid skip. And he remembers to face right so that the stand-up animation is 45 frames faster. Hey, MM2, haven't seen you in a while. Looks like Ikir turned off his speed booster, which means he's going for the Ice Zebetite. Increase the Zebetite, spin jump into it just enough to get lodged in the wall, and clip through the Zebetite. Minor glitch there. When you freeze Zebetites and then kill them, they don't respawn until the freeze timer has run out. I don't know why it works like that, but it does. Meantime, Mother Brain Phase 2 now has 18,000 health, and with the fully stacked beam, we get 900 damage a shot, so 20 shots. Super missiles are technically can be faster if you can get the rhythm of firing them down, or if you don't, and there's also that you can whiff charge shots like Ikir just did a few. And so we are at the restaurant on Mother Brain. Just saw some chicken nuggets, ketchup beam, and we saw French fries and onion rings earlier. Ikir prepping for the stand-up glitch. Needs 700 energy to do it. Take 300 from the rainbow beam. And hurry up and damage yourself to below 300, so Mother Brain thinks the next one will kill you. Because the checks are a little spaced apart. Now you just have to be in the air when the game forces you down, like that, for the cutscene. The game will try to do that one more time after this, and once that's passed, you can safely start firing charge shots at Mother Brain to damage her for Phase 3. Phase 3 has 36,000 health, which can be depleted with 40 charge shots. I don't think it's task only to get all 40, but it's very close. Okay, so Task Perfect Supers is a tie with full beam. So for humans, beam is better. Thank you, thank you for the correction there, MM2. Nine hyper beam shots to finish Mother Brain off. Well done, Ikir. All right. 3 minutes to escape and finish the run. right? I have seen races come down to the escape more than once, and it's unfortunate that I wouldn't say IQ ran away with this, but I much prefer when the races are closer. Alrighty, folks, get your double G's in chat because Ike here has finished this race in third place with a time of 2 hours, 55 minutes, 8 seconds. First place was Ramond at 2 hours, 3 minutes, 1 second. Second place was Venture at 2 hours, 12 minutes, 7 seconds. And Houston Baba has decided to DNF. So we're just waiting on Coconut to finish the race for the day. And we are joined by Ike here. GG, bro.
Thanks, Big Box. GG's.
This scene was a mess.
Looking at the times, oh my god, that was terrible on my part.
What the heck did Ramond and Vinter do differently to get done so fast?
The keys were go to Meridia early and get the Moon Pearl, because I mean I'm stuck. We couldn't do anything in Dark World until I got Moon Pearl. That's 6 dungeons to do, and I didn't do it till it was in logic with the grapple beam behind Crocomire. So if I had the gravity suit, I thought about going up there early, but it's like, I don't know if there's really a point to doing that yet. It's not logic. Well, apparently just go up there, get your bits, get your Moon Pearl. And if you immediately go across the top of Dark World after Skull Woods and find your Quake, then you're in Gobo once you get flippers.
Yeah,
Dark World,
Dionysius broke down what the logic wanted earlier in the chat, and it was just yuck.
Yeah, it was silly. I get the high jump to get into Upper Norfair, to get the gravity suit to go into Dragon, and also get the grapple beam to get there, to logically get it. Yeah, it was dumb.
What a mess.
Yeah, my Ridley play might have been a little early, but I felt I could get it done, and just I knew it was do it needed, so might as well do it. Especially once I got gravity. Once I got gravity, it's like, yeah, we do this. If I didn't have gravity, I might be a little bit more hesitant because that's painful on 3 tanks.
Gotcha. All right, standard question number 1. What did you feel best about it in the rounding decisions you made?
Sahasril and Eastern early. That bow first check, that was great. Loved that. Going Upper Norfair instead of just trying to do, going Upper Norfair for gravity, but then not. I didn't feel good about not following it up with Meridian now, but definitely the Eastern play.
Gotcha.
Get out of the way.
Question number 2, I always ask: letter grade scale. How much fun was this one?
I enjoyed the challenge of it, so I'd give it a B minus. The having to search everywhere, finding out Quake was needed for Meyer. I'm like, cool, I get my flippers, I'm in go mode. No, I need flippers in Quake now. And I hope I find Quake first. I didn't find Quake first, which I bet that's what everybody else did, was found Quake first, so then flippers, you just dodge ice until the end. You can't go to swamp until the end, so you get to go mode both those.
I gotcha. Anything else you feel like sharing with us?
Just thanks for getting this restream, Big Box. Appreciate it. And Diametheus for the tracking. Appreciate having the crew, we can get this on a stream. And
yeah, I consistently have Sunday and Monday off now, so I can, if I remember, I can do this consistently again.
That's awesome. Hopefully we can get more restreams. I think we've had like 3 this year. And I commentated and tracked one of those.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't let myself fall away from this, because I had forgotten just how much fun I have doing these.
That's good. Yeah, I've gotten into commentating recently too. It is a lot of fun.
All right. Any final comments, or do you want to wait for Coconut, or
how close is Coconut? I don't have the stream up.
Heading to Torian now.
Heading Torian. I'll let Coconut do this. His by himself. So I'm just glad it wasn't at Waterway. I was dreading it being at Waterway. That would have been awful.
Yes, that would have been the worst.
But yeah, other than that, also I was happy to find the hammer in Lower Norfair before I did everything else in the overworld, so that was beneficial. don't know, and everyone else got that, but yeah, it was a good one. So yeah, thanks for the comms, thanks for tracking, thanks for Speed Gaming for putting us on, and yeah, have a good day.
You have a good day too, Ecker.
Thank you.
Alrighty, and with this race with Coconut and Torian and the race starting to wind down, I'm going to remind you again, follow the runners, follow the commentary team, and we will just watch as Coconut finishes up. Oh, yes, and follow Total, too, the madman behind the code logic that makes the randomizer work. Unfortunately, I don't remember what Total's actual Twitch handle is, so I can't link to him. So that kind of sucks. Oh, I think you're right, Diomedes. I think that is it. And judging from the fact that I am following that channel, I think it is. All right. Looks like Coconut is also not going for baby skip, but that's gonna but facing left is gonna cost him 45 frames of stand-up animation. You see how much slower that was than when Icure did it? Oh, gonna use a crystal flash. Oh, really, Diometheus? Didn't know that. Eddie Nestroid and Zelda 1. So is he is so is that a Z1 N1 randomizer or is it a 4-game cross console randomizer you're talking about here? Cool. All right, Coconut actually fighting the Zebatites this time. Oh, Coconut never found that ice beam, so he and Speed Booster Zebetite skip is hard to do. So if ever you see, I think Speed Booster is it's a 4-tap through a door if I recall correctly. 4 games with the SNES emulating the NES games. That is awesome. Oh no, wait, he did get the ice beam. I guess he just doesn't know the ice. I guess he just doesn't know the Zeb skip then. But like I was saying earlier, Restauranto Mother Brain, French fries, chicken nuggets, more chicken nuggets, onion rings, and the ketchup. Red Coconut will also be going for the stand-up glitch. Got the setup. Gotta not die now. One other thing to note here, the Metroid will stop moving when you are fully healed. So you need to be careful that it stops moving in a spot where Mother Brain can still damage it. Because you can soft lock by putting it in a bad place. Right, Coconut playing very time save because if you have a beam shot on the screen when your loadout transitions to hyper beam, you can crash the game. I think that might have been fixed for the combo randomizer, but I'm not sure. Ooh, yeah, yeah, Coconut did pretty good there. The ideal is four hyper beam shots per jump. Not task perfect, but the best humans can do. I don't know how much faster task perfect is. All right, we're back into old Torian escape shaft. The name took me a little bit to remember there. Holy crap, I'm out of practice. Oh, going for the meme and saving the animals. Love it. The Shine Spark in time. Not quite. Gonna get up and out of here. All righty, folks. Get ready to drop those GGs because Coconut is finishing in fourth place overall with a time of 3 hours, 7 minutes, 30 seconds. And as mentioned, Houston Baba chose to DNF, which means this race is now fully concluded. We'll see if Coconut wants to come in for a post race interview.
Hello.
Alrighty, we are joined by Coconut ED. GG, bro.
Thank you. That one was kind of rough, at least at the start.
This team was a gong show. Don't be polite. That was a fun watch. Thank you as always thanks for joining the restream. We had a good time watching you.
Well, always happy to volunteer.
Question number one, I always ask: what you feel when you were making your writing decisions? What do you feel best about?
Not much. Just not having the power bombs to get through the Bryn loop in one go. I think that really hurt. I had to leave some items there, even if I did find the hook shot. And then just finding that there was a second set in Saha's closet all along. That didn't really feel very good.
But, that feels Ikir went over that way immediately, so he was on 2 packs for a while, and then but after those first two, it took a long time. I think the next one that showed up was when you turned in the mushroom.
Yeah, and I hesitated on that one because I had not yet found powder. That was just a big hit in the gut.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, sometimes the gambles just don't pan out. It's the nature of the randomizer. I get that. Second question, letter grade scale, how much fun was this one for you?
Once I got rolling, I have to say it was pretty good. I would say maybe B plus, A minus.
Good
when
deal.
When I get to show off some of the tricks, I can kind of have some fun with it.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to see in any one of these races, Super Metroid without the morph ball. Is that a thing you can do?
Not particularly.
Got to be. Yeah, it's one of those items you don't think about it until you don't have it. And there's seeing people work around it is one of my favorite things on the randomizer.
Yeah, I've had it show up above Golden Torizo. Lately, a couple times it's been in Upper Norfair, Wave Beam, Speed Booster. It can be devious when it wants to be.
I gotcha. Anything else you'd like to say to our viewers?
Not much. Just GG to Ramond, especially 203. That's quite a fast time, even for this seed.
Yeah, I haven't seen a sub 2 in a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if this could have gone sub 2 with maybe a few better decisions. And I don't know Ramon. I don't know how good Ramon's execution is. Never seen them stream, so
yeah. Well, just again, GG's to all the runners, and thanks for having me.
Happy to have you anytime, and I guess we'll just go ahead and let you go then.
All right, thank you much.
You're welcome. Alrighty, and with that, we are ready to close it out for the day. I've been Big Bot, he's been Diametheus on tracking, and we will see you next mission.